Hey everyone. So I'm back. So the other day I did a reaction to Yungblud, and I was surprised. I didn't know what to expect. I had a few people telling me, "Oh, you should listen to this guy. He's really good," and I liked it. I really liked it a lot. I thought. I don't know. It just harkened back for me. It harkened back to the kind of music that I grew up with. That is, I don't know. Just to me, it's more powerful. I know when the song first started, I felt like, oh well, this sounds like everything else out there now. It sounds highly processed and definitely sounded like auto tune on the vocals. And again, I'm sure it's not because the guy can't sing. It was just the effect that they were going after. But then when it broke into the rock section of it, I really liked it a lot. So I had a few of you out there telling me I should listen to a song called Zombie, and I have that queued up now, ready to go. And I have the lyrics up here as well, so I can get an idea of what's going on. So let's take a listen to Zombie. I don't think we need the keyboard camera on here. My Stream Deck, for some reason, stopped working. I upgraded to Tahoe OS, the newest OS, and I've had a couple of little things that I've got to work through, so I got to figure out what's going on with that. I think it just sometimes when you upgrade like that, the login items get turned off, and sometimes you have to turn it back on, but I don't feel like doing it now. So you're going to hear me clicking around with this mouse every once in a while to get some things done. I got the old trusty, I don't know what this is, American Professional or something like that. It came with a white pickguard that I thought looked lame. I thought it looked crappy. So this is an anodized gold pickguard, and with the Lake Placid blue matte finish. I'm not like that much into like the finishes on guitars and things like that, but I just thought that this combination looked particularly badass. So anyway, that's my weapon of choice today. So let's take a listen to this Zombie by Yungblud.
About the words they would hurt, they would hurt. So if you were to ask about the pain, I would lie. Fix my mind, I need time, but it's running out, it's running out. Oh, I know that I can't live without you, but this world will keep turning if you do. Would you even want me, looking like a zombie? Would you even want me, want me, want me? We could catch a spaceship to the moon, but we'd crash. It wouldn't last. Just a figment of the fools, a blank stare. They don't care. So say your prayers. You're almost there.
Wow. Wow. Um, yeah, this song just hit so many spots, so many like vulnerable spots in my life that I'm a little embarrassed. I got a little teary eyed on this. Um, so let's talk about the song. Um, it what a what a deep and difficult subject matter to write a song about. I know, when you think about music and you think about songs, sometimes, what are they? Sometimes they're just ways to have a little fun. Sometimes they're a way to make money. Sometimes, there's so many different reasons for songs, and I think that's part of the reason why I didn't listen to a lot, and I still don't listen to a lot of current stuff, because to my ears, they're nothing. They're just fluff. They're just, if you could say to yourself, you don't have to be a songwriter to say, oh, here's what I like about music. I like a beat that really, is catchy, and I like the way so and so sings, so I think I like that, and you could put it all together. As a matter of fact, I guess we have the technology now to just tell AI that these are the things we like, and it'll write a song. It'll write a song for you with those things that you like, and it may be perfectly okay for you to listen to and say, oh yeah, this is a good song. I like this song. It's catchy. It's got a good beat. It reminds me of so and so, and whatever. And it's the flavor of the week. And in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, you're burned out on the song. You move on, and you never listen to it again. The song never comes back. That's what I used to say. I remember when MTV first started, and I was jazzed. It was this whole new interesting thing, and but the more I thought about it, I thought to myself that there was something missing, and what I had thought about was that up till that point, so this would have been like the early 80s, I guess. It was right around, yeah, I'd say the early 80s. And I remember saying to someone, when I hear a song that I heard when I was growing up, it brings my mind back to that time of who I was with, what the world looked like, things I said. It's just such a memory trigger. And I thought to myself, I go, with videos, all I remember now, as a couple of years now has gone by, and getting used to the whole world of videos, and I thought to myself, all I remember when I hear the song is the video. The video blanked out the memories that I had while I was listening to the song. They replaced them, or they overwrote any memories that I might have had. And so a lot of the music I listen to today is just, to me, sounds like throwaway stuff, because it doesn't connect with me. I'm sure there's a lot of young people out there that it connects to in some way, in some way different than it connects to me. So I'm not completely negating or disregarding it. I'm just telling you why it doesn't do anything for me. This song, I think, was a kind of a long-winded way for me to say that this song was like the complete opposite. I don't think I've heard a song in a long time that was about something so real. It's almost as if what the songwriter, the idea that the songwriter was trying to get across to you was actually more important than the song. I think if this person, Yungblud here, was an artist, he would have the same passion, and it wouldn't be just, I'm trying to sell this painting. There would be something in that painting that you would look at and go, man, it gets me right here. So my first impressions of listening to this song are, I'm impressed, and it was painful for me. It was painful in a way, in a real life way, and I'm surprised that this song connected with me like that. When I saw the name Zombie, I'm just thinking it's going to be, something, kind of superficial or whatever. And the idea of using that word zombie to kind of put the feeling across of how somebody would feel if they're in decline, or if they're withering away. I saw it with my life. I can't talk too much about it without tearing up. So every once in a while I got to stop. But and I'm sure everybody out there can relate. So yeah, I'm really impressed with this song. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to listen to the music a little bit and see what the music was about. Let's take a listen. Nice. Going to the flat 6 chord, flat 7, flat 6. And then you have those string line coming down. So you had and you had this that's a nice sound. So you have the minor chord. In this case it's a C sharp minor. Go into this, you have this flat 6 chord, but you still have the C sharp in the bass, providing that tension. And then going down to this 6 chord, and then when they come back in, you had this string lines coming down. Really, really nice. Let's go back and listen to that again. Now it's very, this is nothing unusual about, a minor 1 chord, flat 7, flat 6, common progression. But this, adding this, that's, it's not completely, the first time it's ever been done, but it's very tasty over here. So let's take a listen to this again. Hopefully you can hear this guitar. I just have it mic'd going through my little Dr. Z amp back there, so hopefully it sounds good. Let's bring this back. It's you hear this it's a minor 7th sound in there. It's not that. I think that's the sound that I'm hearing in there. I hear the 7th. Yeah. String lines are gorgeous in there.
About the words they would hurt.
Same thing going on here.
They would hurt. So if you were to ask about the pain, I would lie.
To the sus4 of that flat 7 chord.
To fix my mind, I need time. But it's running out, it's running out.
chord. 5 chord. 6. 4 chord of the major key. So really, really interesting. And he's not playing the full chord there. And you know what that sound is to me right away is once it was away, right? The same voicing, you know, but in a minor key, really. And then when he went to here, you heard a little stuff like that happening in there, and then same thing down on the A chord. Really cool. Let's go to the chords that is in the pre-chorus.
They would hurt. So if you were to ask about the pain, I would lie. I would lie to fix my mind.
Okay, we go to the 5 chord. Then I think he went down to the F minor 7. F minor 7. A. To an E. To the B chord. Then I think it went up to the C sharp minor. And then back. So he's adding the 9th in there. So the 9th of each chord. Nice sound. The 3rd. To the 3rd of that chord. So it's nice. Keeping that going. Nice. Nice, really nice. Back to the E. Sounds like an E and a B. Nice. And we got those string lines. So, again, I don't know a lot about this artist. But I know I like this song. This is a really powerful song. Yeah. I like the music. I like, how we started simple, with that, and then we went to the, adding that stuff. Nice stuff. You can hear the gate that I have on there cutting in and out because I'm playing it kind of low volume. So yeah, I like this song a lot. And again, I don't know anything about Yungblud. I know I've seen some of the comments where there's some people that know a lot more of his previous stuff, and they have maybe not such an enthusiastic take on some of the stuff. Most of the comments, everybody's really positive about this guy. I am. I think this is. I like this, man. I like this. I think this is what music is. This is what music is. It's and again, I'm not saying all artists, need to be like this. I'm just saying this is something that connects right to your soul, like right away. So, there's all different kinds of music, and you like all different kinds of music for different reasons. So, the reason I like this music is that this song in particular, it's got this rock sensibility that's kind of raw, and I used to call it I don't know what it was, like jangly guitar music, or remember the band The Smithereens? That kind of stuff. I like that kind of driving music, and yeah, this is great. Anyway, I'm just going on and on about this. So yeah, I really like this song a lot. I like everything about it. I like the lyrics. I like the music. I like the songwriting. I like the production. I like the video. And like I said, a lot of times I try not to watch the video because it's distracting. But I couldn't help but watch this video here because it was so it matched the music perfectly, and it was really powerful. And like I said, as soon as I read through the first verse, I kind of, my eyes got a little watery because it just hit me. The tune hit me. So good tune, man. Good tune. All right, I'm gonna let it go here, and I will see you guys in a little bit. Thanks.